It's week 9 of the NFL. And up next, we'll see James Cook. He's one of the highest scoring backs in the league, ranking 5th in rushing touchdowns. It's the Bills and the Jets, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott alongside Brock Heward. And Brock, now that we're into the November portion of our season, we've got a pretty good picture of who both of these teams, at least who we expect these teams to be from here on out.
Yeah, no question about it, Kate. They're through the opening rounds if this is a boxing match, right? In this season-long fight. Early issues been worked through, or at least you hope so. And this is where they have to be in that groove as we push through the heart of the season. Any team with hopes beyond Week 18, they got to be figured out. Got to figure out who they are.
Here's Thomas Morstead out for the opening kick. And we're off and running from Western New York. Hardy on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And leading them out, someone who's still the pride of Wyoming University and Fireball, California. One of the league's best and biggest arms, Josh Allen.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Now a moment to check out his numbers catching that football last week. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. First tone of the game for James Cook. And some great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. That's good for 7 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Allen looking to throw. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Penalty not helping their cause for this 3rd down. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That kind of call right there, Kate, it shouldn't be the 3rd down surprise it used to be 5, 10, 15 years ago. So common in teams' playbooks league-wide. But boy, is it tough to defend. And that's why they love breaking it out to reset those chains.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Allen gonna throw again. Complete beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Allen now on first down. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down from the red zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Looking for Keon Coleman that time. So that brings up 4th down. The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. The upright's 31 yards away, dead ahead. Amendola able to put it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Xavier Gipson now to return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. They're led out by one of the game's most tenured veterans and most decorated quarterbacks of all time, Aaron Rodgers.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
Juke the defender. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 43. As a man, it's Tyler Conklin. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
It's caught. That's Mike Williams. And they bring him down around the 34.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's brought down for a loss. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. To throw is Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's 1st and 10 at the 28. Rodgers here from the gun. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with a penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
Offense to the line for second down. Trying again following the sack. That's brought in by Lazard. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19. Hall takes it straight ahead. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Rodgers. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he scores! It's a New York touchdown! The Jets finish off their opening drive. Malachi Corley, the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Zerline with the extra point. And the Jets one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And he's been one who has wowed the league and made a lot of fantasy owners very happy too. You can see he's leading all quarterbacks in passing here in November. 1st and 10, here's Allen. Curtis Samuel's there for the catch. Good little rip there, looks like about 6. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 29. Cook calls it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Allen on the play action. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted actually, so 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Again, Allen to the air. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Shakir in motion right. Allen on 3rd down. And once again, they can't connect. So on 4th down, it's Ryan Wright out to punt it away. Xavier Gipson on to return for the Jets. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Jets football. They start the drive with Hall. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Finds his target, Hall. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
The ball carrier.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down, Rodgers. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Caught by Lazard. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
He'll get this complete to Lazard. And they're gonna bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 13 yards.
So we're through one quarter of this AFC East contest. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Throwing once again, Rodgers. Conklin brings it in. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
They give on second to Hall. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be second down. Handoff running left. Here's Hall. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Here we go. 2nd and very long. Couldn't connect there. Incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Escapes the pocket. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
So the Jets are going to try a field goal on 4th down, and Greg Zuerlein headed out. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Allen. Avoids the sack. Cut out left. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 47-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He'll get this to Samuel. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. So that brings up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
To the air again, Allen. Shakir with the grab. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Quincy Williams making the tackle. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Allen gonna throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Looking for Keon Coleman that time. And now they're up against it here on 4th down. Ryan Wright on to punt. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Rodgers will look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. Escapes a defender. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 7 yards on the run. That sets up an easily attainable 3rd and 1. Here's Hall once more. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. We've got an injury stoppage here, and no, not what any of us want to see. You remember the injury his rookie year. It's Breece Hall hurts on the play. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Rodgers here from the gun. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Wanted to get that one to Mike Williams. And now it's 2nd down. First carry here for Braylon Allen. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Blitz coming for Rodgers. To the sideline it goes. He makes the play. Pass caught. Both feet are down. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Woo, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. They'll throw again. Rodgers. Catch made by Allen. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Again, Rodgers. And he loses control of the interception in the end zone. Could have taken away some potential points, but instead, new life, 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Rodgers. Escapes his grasp. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That right there is one of the biggest differences between the NFL and college game. Heck, the high school and Pop Warner game. Because when you break away from a sack at those lower levels, big things happen. But at this level, this big boy league, just because you get out of one guy's arms doesn't mean you're safe anytime soon.
So on 4th down, the Jets turn to a fan favorite. It's Thomas Morstead to punt it away. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. First down throw for Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You know, when we watch the Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Bale trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. The Bills with a punt team out there. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt goes 63 yards. And it'll be good field position for them as they take over right at midfield. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this first half. Third time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials.
Encroachment, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still second down.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Trying again following the sack. Dump off caught by his back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. On first down, Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Back to the air, Allen. Short throw, tipped. Oh, but he still got it. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Quincy Williams making the tackle. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Now Allen. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. On again comes Ryan Wright for another punt. And this will come from just inside his end zone. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. We're going to get a pause here. Offense taking a timeout. Allen trying this straight ahead. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. From the shotgun, Rodgers. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Bills will take over possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Now it's Sauce Gardner dropping him there. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. The Bills with the football. Here we go. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is scooped up by the Jets. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Avoid some trouble there. He just throws this one away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Short pass brought in. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. So now here's 3rd and 5. Rodgers to throw. The throw is caught. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Throwing once again, Rodgers. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that makes it 2nd and goal. Still sticking with the passing game. Has it in close. And he's going to step out with no gain. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Here's Rodgers. And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Jets grow their lead just before halftime. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Zerline on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets drive their lead to 11.
14, Bills 3.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bills' offense takes over. Not much time remaining in the half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Allen setting up to throw. Connects with Cook. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Here's 2nd and 2. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And it sets up 2nd down. Again, Allen to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. So Buffalo's going to call it 2nd timeout. On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. And they wrap him up after a short push to the 42. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. Ryan Wright's out there to punt this one. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp. Just a yard on the run, and we've reached the end of our first half.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was the Eagles who come away with the home victory. Jalen Hurts leading the way again as his guys run their mark to 8-1. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
All right, thank you, Coach. And we are back and about set to begin the second half. Gibson now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Jets and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Rodgers here from the gun. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. To throw is Rodgers. Connects on the crosser. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. They'll throw again, Rodgers. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I think everybody on the offense was already thinking about the next play to run as they watch that short little throw to the tight end. You really don't expect to see many of those gimmies dropped.
Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And a fair catch made here at the 17. The Bills ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. Allen now on first down. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, he might complete 99 out of 100 of those short, simple routes to the tight ends. Even the shortest and simplest of throws, well, it's due to end up in a drop at some point.
Second down, Allen throwing again. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes for 36 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Allen gonna throw again. Cook calls it in. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Another one for Cook. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Hassan Reddick cleaning up that play. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Brings up third and 1.
He's got it on the bootleg. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up fourth down.
Not an open passing lane to be found anywhere. He took what he thought was the best one available, and they still managed to tip the ball away.
Handoff here to Davis. And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run, and the reward is they get off the field.
The Jets have their offense ready to go again. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Throwing on first down, Rodgers. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. That throw intended for Malachi Corley. And now they face second down. On the handoff, Allen. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Pressure comes, Rodgers. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Takes it in at the 26. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Bills set to take over offensively. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. First down throw for Allen. That's complete to Coleman on the slant. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
13 yards on the play. That's good for the Bills. First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And a man is there to knock that away. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. So second down coming up.
On the coverage.
Back to the air, Allen. The Jets get there and bring him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Finds a seam down the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
And he missed it. It's no good. And it stays a 2-possession game at an 11-point margin.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 48. That throw finds Coughlin. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there.
Encroachment, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still first down.
Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Running it after the penalty. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
First down throw by Rodgers. It's taken in by Williams. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
It's now 2nd and 6.
A give to Allen out of the shotgun. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Allen, the ball carrier.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Rodgers will look to throw. Has it in close. And he crosses out of bounds, so now we're going to learn who the penalty flag is on.
Holding. Offense.
So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Now Rodgers has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
He's got it. He has the New York touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Zerline on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets push their lead to 18.
Bills 3.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Hardy on the return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're gonna have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Running back sent in motion left. Caught, nice gain left side. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd and 8. Short pass brought in. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's gonna run for it! And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
2-yard line.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. They'll run here, following the penalty. And they're going to stop him after he runs it inside the 35. He'll take 5 on the carry, and that gets him back to even. 2nd and 10 now.
2nd and 10.
Allen looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Keon Coleman that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
3rd down and 10.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Allen on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for Keon Coleman that time. So it's 2nd down coming up. They send a receiver in motion right. To the air again, Allen. Intercepted in the end zone. Sauce Gardner with the INT.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Now here comes the New York offense. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Shotgun handoff for Allen. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
It's Allen again. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Davis gets it from the gun. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Going right back to Davis. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front, and they fired off the line knowing a run was coming, and boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That gets him 8, brings up 4th and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. The Bills are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And there's a couple of moments we're seeing here that I think he's not going to want to be reminded of after this game. Turnovers have just interrupted his performance in this one. Made it really tough for him and this team to get into and stay in any kind of rhythm. On 1st down, Allen finds Kincaid. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
He finds him beyond the marker. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
For the Bills, first down. 1st and 10.
Again, Allen to the air. That's low and bounces short of his man.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
To throw again, it's Allen. Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. New set of downs for him from the 46. Sending a receiver left. Allen now on 1st down. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner with the INT.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They go right back to Hall. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
1st down, New York.
Here's Hall once more. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And again, he can't manage anything. Defense all over him at the line. And the Bills bringing out an extra defensive back. 3rd down coming up. Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Holding, offense.
Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. Punter on now, and he gets into this one. And following that return, we've got an injured player down there. He'll receive some assistance as we step aside. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
And that one's going to hit the turf. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Man in motion here. To the air, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Desperation time here on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Turnover on down.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got it near the 8. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
First and goal, Jets.
That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And now they have a 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, New York! The Jets put up even more points in a win. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Point after converted by Zerline. And the Jets continue piling onto this lead. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Hardy on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Slot receiver headed left. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks, it's hard to come by in this league.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. Coleman with the grab. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And this one doesn't go far.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Buys time, rolling right. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
The Jets out to begin another drive. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. From the gun, it's Hall. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Hall running between the tackles. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A good pickup of 6 there, but still 13 to go on 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Jets nearing their 6th win this season. All right, it's a nickel set for the Bills. 3rd down. Hall takes it straight ahead. And he's going to fight his way down to the 35-yard line. He gets 2 out of it, but it's going to be 4th down. Greg Zuerlein going to try to knock this through for the Jets. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And looking at the scoreboard, Brock, I think they can weather the miss there.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week specifically because of that miss.
First down throw for Allen. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Allen. Connection made to Coleman. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line.
Ball start offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Play action now. Allen. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Allen. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They start the drive with Hall. And this one does not go far. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. So it's a road win for the Jets. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from Buffalo.